On a glorious Saturday night from Sin City, it's a critical Western Conference battle. Las Vegas Lights, 2-5-2 this season, trying to get their head above water as they welcome in Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Good evening to all, wherever you may be, with former Manchester United goalkeeper Gary Bailey. I'm David Gascon. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Gary, it's been a tough start to the season for both these sides. Colorado Springs, though, they need to have better, and they're expected to deliver here tonight in the desert.
Yeah, they've been focused very much on Open Cup, where they've had a brilliant run. They've got games in hand as well, but they've got to turn those games in hand into points. For Las Vegas Lights, not too far behind, but it's been a tougher season for them so far. Now they're getting all their players back and fit. What a squad they do have.
And these two teams, being Western Conference foes, see each other twice a year. Colorado Springs and Las Vegas Lights got together earlier, and it was Colorado Springs that had the upper hand.
That was a really exciting match. 3-2 it ended. A couple of goals coming from both sides. Levante Johnson Fjellberg with the opening two for Colorado Springs, and then a brace from Okiere, who is unavailable today. He was in real great form for Las Vegas. Look at this one with the outside or the inside of his left foot, but bending it into the corner. But the winning goal in the end comes off Benefemu, and over the line victory for Colorado Springs.
Must find a way to get things done, and Olex Anderson is our player to watch here tonight. What makes Olex so dangerous as a striker?
He is so fast. He is lightning fast. 2 goals in just 3 appearances. Took a while to get fully fit and start, but now that he's going, he's a real danger. 45 goals in 119 appearances for North Carolina FC. This man can score goals.
For Colorado Springs, they're trying to find a way not only to capture points, but to do so grabbing 3 at a pop. For them, unbeaten the last 4 games, but they must continue this stretch to have themselves climb up the ladder in the Western Conference.
Well, they can score from everywhere, but Tyreek McGee here against Orange County get an absolute golazo in the dying seconds to get a draw against Orange County. That's the sort of form they'll be wanting from their players.
Should be a lot of fun here tonight. Coming up on their side, we'll get you the starting 11 and first touch. It's Colorado Springs, Las Vegas Lights. They are coming at you next.
Being diagnosed with cancer was the hardest thing I've ever faced. Funny how when I got the news, it was life's simple things that mattered most, like nights out with the kids. As a candidate for a new clinical trial right here in Vegas, I've been able to spend more time with them, sharing moments like these, making memories, and never missing a family night out.
Everyone is looking for a better future, but knowing how to get there can be difficult. At Rise Credit Union, we invest in our communities and empower our members to realize their potential and take control of their finances. Because with the right financial knowledge, 24/7 access, and genuine care, we believe there are no limits to what you can achieve. Become a part of something bigger than just a bank. Rise, beyond banking.
If you're injured in an accident, here are the things that matter. Who you hire to represent you matters.
Where they live may seem like it doesn't matter, it matters.
The Richard Harris Law Firm employs over 150 local people.
Trabajamos aquí.
We live right here. We know Nevada. We know the courts. And we know how to win.
If you're injured in an accident, who you hire to represent you matters.
Tonight's match is brought to you by Comprehensive Cancer Centers and ULED. And we are back. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Richard Harris Law Firm. 4-3-2-1 this evening for Las Vegas Lights, led by head coach Devin Rensing, and a handful of changes for them, Gary.
Yeah, 5 changes to the team that lost to Spokane Velocity in the USL Cup. In comes Nate Jones and Temi Antonoglu in defense. Christian Pinzon, the captain, in midfield. And Johnny Rodriguez and Olex Anderson back in attack. And just watch out for the pace of Olex Anderson and the scoring ability of Johnny Rodriguez and Manuel Arteaga.
Yeah, Rodriguez this season leads the team with 5 goals on the year and also 1 helper. The deployment tonight for Colorado Springs on the road, a 4-3-3 for head coach Alan McCann. A lot of changes for them, but only 2 of them amongst the roster here tonight. Corey Bennett, of course, the top dog at the top of the pitch.
Yeah, 2 changes to the side that hammered New Mexico. Matt Mahoney's back. Taylor Maples drops to the bench. Patrick Berner comes back at left fullback. Duke Lacroix not available. And Yosuke Hanya, by the way, and Jonas Feldberg were brilliant against New Mexico. Let's see if they can repeat that performance tonight.
And there is Olex Anderson, one of the players coming back here tonight. But you mentioned it, the match against New Mexico. Colorado Springs had their way, and that is a tough place to play. But for Colorado Springs, that does something to you because not only do you get the result that you want, but also the confidence. And that's a lot saying for a team that typically will have a great deal of confidence week in and week out.
And the confidence also comes, they're unbeaten in their last 9 matches, Colorado Springs, besides that 4-0 hammering of New Mexico.
As this match is officially underway, Johnny Rodriguez and company will be moving from right to left in the attack for Las Vegas. Colorado Springs, the road team here tonight, will be moving from left to right on the attack. Big expectations for both of these teams, more so for Colorado Springs, a team that was stellar just a couple years ago in 2024, and they want to get back to that shape, Gary. I guarantee you that they will at some point or another. It's May right now, but is there any sense of panic if this thing continues to stay the trend once we get to the month of June?
They've done really well in April. In fact, Alan McCann was USL Coach of the Month for April. And where they beat Sporting Kansas City 3-0 in the Open Cup. They beat Phoenix Rising away. They drew at Colorado Rapids in the Open Cup and lost on penalties, unfortunately. So they've had a really, really good April to make up for a couple of average results at the start of the season. But they're still just below that playoff line. So yes, Open Cup was a wonderful run, but now the business, the real business, is to climb up the table here in the Western Conference.
The good news for Colorado Springs is they know how to score. That's the good news for them. The bad news is their defense at times can get a little leaky, and so they'd love to solidify something like that here tonight. And that's one of the elements that they must capitalize on against a Las Vegas team that sputters a bit offensively. They've tried to find their groove and play through Johnny Rodriguez, but it's not a guarantee that he gets service and quality service night in and night out. This one played inside the 18. The header just misses the right bar. Ever so close was Colorado Springs, and a dangerous attempt early on, threatening at that for Creek.
Yeah, what a good ball in. Time, though, to put the ball in. Not enough defensive closeness there, and he gets a header that just goes wide there. Creek gets up again. Defender not close enough to actually lean into him and put him off. So 2 lax defensive moments from Las Vegas in that early move.
Gary, when you look at Las Vegas and you look at the balance of where they have things going offensively, they play through Johnny Rodriguez. But in order for them to be amongst the top 8 and to be a threat in the Western Conference when it comes postseason time, what do you feel like they need to improve on the most?
It's probably defense, and in fact I say that because Devin Rensing told us it was. He says we know we score, we just need to be defensively tighter, and with that in mind they've brought in Mason Steideher, and he has come on loan from Real Salt Lake. Now he looks like a really good goalkeeper, and they've had a few issues, a couple of goals that have gone in that maybe the keepers involved could have done better. So having him at the back helps, but this team they're putting out today with that front 3 of Johnny Rodriguez, Manuel Arteaga, and Olex Anderson, who's now fit, with Kyle Scott in midfield, Mark Ibarra and Christian Pinzon, I'm looking at that going, wow, if this team doesn't make it to the playoffs, then something's wrong, because this is what he's been waiting for, Devin Rensing, everyone to be fit. And they look like a really top-class side, Las Vegas, and we know that Colorado Springs are that already. They've shown it by beating MLS opposition. So I think we're going to enjoy 2 very good sides coming head-to-head here tonight.
Match just got underway. Fans here in attendance tonight in Las Vegas. Nice and ready for the summer, which is right around the corner. It's 7:40 right now, Pacific time zone. Temperature, 92 degrees.
Wow.
No chance of rain, no humidity. Gary, this is what we call some dry heat. It is not comfortable if you're not a native.
Well, it's never easy going to Colorado Springs to play because of the altitude. So I guess this is them getting Las Vegas getting back at them with the heat and the dryness.
Creek this time, lofting it up. And that'll be settled down. Creek on one end had a golden opportunity. Colorado Springs trying to sweep this season series. Ricochet, and it goes right back to Colorado Springs.
Yeah, it was a good battle when they met earlier in the season, a 3-2 win eventually for Colorado Springs at home, but they certainly were made to fight really hard for it. Oguera, who scored twice that day, not available today. But again, there's so many good players in this Las Vegas squad. They can replace Oguera with the likes of Christian Pinzon coming back into midfield. Got Kyle Scott now fit. They've missed him. Mark Ibarra's missed a couple of games as well. So Devin Rinsing now has very close to his full strength side out there tonight.
Early contact here. Anya's asking for trainer to possibly come out and even go to the fourth official as we take a peek at it again.
Aidan Rocha just getting caught late. And it was late. Could have been a yellow card, maybe just a warning in this case. By the way, Aidan Rocha, brilliant against New Mexico. Got a goal at the end. He got the 4th goal. But man, did he get stuck in. He fought and battled and drove that team forward down that right-hand side.
Take a look at the injury report presented by AMR and Medic West Ambulance. The good news for Las Vegas, nobody missing in action, but Echeverria, Foster, and Perez are all out for Colorado Springs. One of those moments too, Gary, where the injuries will impact a team if it's early on, but you really feel for clubs that are in the middle of contention late in the season, because when you found your groove and all of a sudden a key piece is out, that really changes the dynamics of a club.
It does, but it's part of soccer. It happens to every team at some stage. And Isaiah Foster's a big loss for Colorado Springs, for Devin Rinsing. Oguera not available through personal reasons. So, you know, every coach has to figure out the answers to these problems. Devin Rinsing is trying to figure out the answer to getting Las Vegas going. He's got the quality there. He's brought in some good players. Just got to flick that switch and start winning games and climbing up that table.
For Colorado Springs, the time is now. Whistle it'll go against. Last victory was against Lexington SC. That was here at home, 2-1 outcome. But prior to that, they were winless in 4 straight. That's the problem with teams like this, Gary, where when you have those slides, they're not 1 or 2 games that you lose in back-to-back occurrences. They go 4 games, maybe 5 games winless. It's a drought. And you're trying to do all that you can to minimize that, because you start conceding, you start losing ground in the Western Conference. It is a tough task to climb through those ranks. Over the left-hand side, it'll be ruled offside. Tiago with the far side official holding the flag up.
I think one of the problems, though, for Las Vegas was 6 of their first 8 matches were away from home. And so they really struggled to get some momentum going. Now, if you look at what's coming next, they have 4 of their next 5, if you include tonight, 5 of the next 6 are at home. So Devin Rinsing saying to us, this is the moment now that they need to get their act together, need to make things happen, need to make Cashman Field a fortress, because they can rack up a lot of points coming up in the next 6 matches.
This one played outside to the left wing. Velberg to Creek. Creek had a quality look towards target a few minutes ago. Velberg puts us in a dangerous area, but everyone in black there to neutralize it for Las Vegas. Corey Bennett, the leader for Colorado Springs, 7 goals so far this season, but 5 of them have come from the spot via the penalty. Alex Anderson trying to maneuver around some contact. He can't do so. Rocha took him out and depossessed him. Anya.
Something happened off the ball there. It seems to be in the favor of Las Vegas Lights.
Kalilu Jarju, our center referee, instructing as much.
It's an important match today, I think, for Las Vegas Lights, for Kyle Scott to show what he's capable of. He's also not been available early on in the season with injury issues. Now that he's fit and ready to play, him, Mark Ibarra, who they brought in, along with Kyle Scott, they need to dominate the midfield. Of course, Alan McCann there, coach of the month for April. He'll be hoping that his midfield, likes of Sam Williams and Brennan Creek, will be able to get control instead. So there's a lot of little battles that'll be going on here between two very good teams that we're seeing on the pitch here at Cashman Field.
Couple guys for Las Vegas that certainly can do damage. Anderson is one of them, Arteaga and Pinzon. And those are just, you could say it loosely, but complementary pieces of sorts for Johnny Rodriguez. And clearly he's the star of this team, but if those other guys can find themselves offensively, this could be a potent attack for Las Vegas.
Talking about potent attacks, that man brought down there, Corey Bennett, 7 goals in 8 matches. 3 and 4 in the cup. That's 10 and 12.
So what do you make of that, though? Because the 7 goals, 5 of them coming from the spot.
That's also true. He has had the penalty kicks to help him get that number, but he's been in blistering form this year. Has Corey Bennett, Jonas Fjellberg, Joska Hanya were brilliant in the last match against New Mexico. So you've got quality attack on both of these teams.
Creek to serve it up. Not well placed the first time. The second one goes right to the keeper. Juhara in between the sticks tonight. Colin Shetler on the other end. Anderson across, ambitious approach. Would have been served better if he got it elevated, but couldn't do so. It's just a tough ask for him. Had the right idea. Arteaga was bearing down, called for the foul here, and it goes right back to Colorado Springs.
Alex Anderson just showing how quick he is. Level with the defender, knocks the ball and still gets the cross in. If you end up one-on-one with Alex Anderson, you're in trouble because he is lightning fast.
Colorado Springs +3 in the goal differential. Las Vegas Lights -4. Springs Tires USL Cup. Colorado Springs unbeaten. Las Vegas just the 1 loss. Colorado Springs, the team in 2024. Alan McCann comes in after James Chambers departed. Las Vegas, though, they need a reset of sorts. Their problem right now has been on the road. Winless on the road this year, 0-5-1. You can manage to play at least 500 ball on the road and take care of business at home. You give yourself a quality chance, but
talking about being on the road, their last match was away against Spokane Velocity in the USL Cup. Lost 1-0. Aaron Guillen saying this is unacceptable. We have to look at ourselves in the mirror. And coach Devin Rensing also saying that we were just so poor on the night in so many ways. And I think you want to bounce back after a bad performance like that for Las Vegas. You want to bounce back with a good home victory, especially when you've got so many home matches coming up in a row here.
And it's one thing when just a player says it, but we're talking about Aaron Guillen. Aaron's got a quite the resume, and he's been a part of good winning teams, especially in Tampa Bay, where you take a guy's voice like that and you take it right to heart.
And Devin Rensing, his quote was, just not good enough, got to show courage and be tough. So when your coach, one of your most experienced players, has a go.
Rodriguez goes for goal. That shot was airlifted. quick and decisive, accuracy just a little bit off the mark.
That's Johnny Rodriguez. He's had double-figure goals the last 3 seasons. You can see why. Doesn't need much of an invitation to have a cracker goal.
Colin Shetler making his way to Colorado Springs. I mentioned Johnny Rodriguez being the straw that stirs that drink. 5 goals on the year for him. Alex Anderson, only a couple of them. Christian Pinzon only has 1. For all that with Las Vegas and where they get their offense from, Colorado Springs is a different animal because Corey Bennett, who leads the team with 7 goals this year, he's the top scorer on the roster, but nobody else on the team has more than 1. They have 9 other goal scorers, but nobody else has contributed on a regular occasion. Does that bother you at all, Gary?
No, I think most coaches want a player who's going to get 20 a season. If he's got 7 already, then he's on target to break that 20 barrier mark. Of course, you want everybody else to chip in somewhere along the line, and certainly in the hammering of New Mexico, it was everyone but Corey Bennett who scored. So Joske Hanya, Jonas Felberg all popped up with goals, even Aiden Rocha. But when you have one really good goal scorer, that's fantastic. Manuel Arteaga for Las Vegas Lights. Now he's a goal scorer, a natural goal scorer, who hasn't scored in 7 matches. So I really think this is a night for him to perform. He's got Alex Anderson on the left supplying him, Johnny Rodriguez on the right. So really hope for Arteaga's sake that he can get at least a goal tonight.
On the steal, through to Rodriguez. It's a foot race, 1-on-2. Rodriguez will have to give it back up. Anderson in the support. Quick flip from Scott. And Colorado Springs will tone this down. Colorado Springs trying to use Hanya outside to the right. Corey Bennett was leaking out on the left-hand side, but he was properly marked. Guys like Bennett don't need a lot of real estate to be effective. As we saw from Rodriguez minutes ago. Lofted up for him, Rodriguez. Quick look, though, by Colin Shetler. That's a veteran play by him. Keeper comes well off his line outside the 18 as well to neutralize that threat. But Corey Bennett on the counter. Corey Bennett wanted to give that ball up. Hanya loose, he fires. Good stop with the first shot. The second one was kicked out as well. Stajuhar came out to challenge. We'll see if he got the initial shot stopped.
That's another little half chance for Colorado Springs. Joske Hanya, when the ball comes to him, does really well. Have a look there. Just gets in front of the ball and turns and hits it quickly. And Stajuhar making a solid save, makes himself nice and big. Joske Hanya very quick to react. Man of the match against New Mexico last week. And along with Brendan Creek, those are the 2 chances that have happened in this match, both to Colorado Springs.
Dangerous threat for Colorado Springs just seconds ago after Johnny Rodriguez had his crack at it. Lights fans, all 3 of the 2026 Las Vegas Lights kits are now available. Make sure you scan that QR code to check it out right now. Into the 19th minute, Gary. Pace has been good. Both teams with a chance or 2. And no one murking the game up at all. It's been pretty free-flowing both ways.
Yeah, it's been open. There's been some good touches. As you say, a couple of little half chances, mostly to Colorado Springs, but it promises a lot. Let's hope it delivers. There's such good players up front. You would think there'll be goals at both ends. Only time will tell.
This one played through again, and that shot grabs some woodwork. Stajuhar twice now in this ball game has been fortunate enough, and that time Fjellberg was the one that was unlucky. You raved about him to open up this broadcast, Gary, and he almost found the mark. But again, delicate questions by Colorado Springs in getting their marquee players involved in the act.
That's a third really good chance they've had, and only the post seeming to save Las Vegas Lights.
Anya misses that one by a good 10 feet.
Can maybe give goalkeeper Staderher credit for making himself big, but this is too simple. Just a straight ball through the middle. Fjellberg tries to bend it around. He's being tackled on the one hand. He's being closed by the goalkeeper up front. So it's a lot of pressure coming onto him there. But he's ever so close to bending that in, just inside that post.
A bit surprised too as we looked at the goal cam shot from the previous angle, Gary. He had all that net to shoot at and really open up his hips. A simple miss hit of sorts. Pinzon not happy about it, and there's a booking. So Pinzon's going to wear yellow for the rest of the night here in the 20th minute. Do you agree with this call?
Well, the one thing I can tell you, it's very early on to get that yellow card, because now you've got to be careful. Let's have a closer look at exactly how it went down. Nah, I don't think that's a yellow. He goes in and he tries to pull out straight away. And there's a bit of a dive that goes with it. So no, it's a very harsh yellow. But again, we get the chance of a replay. The referee doesn't. Kalilu Jaju, he's got to make an immediate call. And captain now has to be careful of every tackle he makes from now on.
Creek on this free kick. Creek on one side, McGee on the other. And it will be McGee. McGee, not his best delivery, but on a tee for Hania, he goes for goal, but that one was slicing wide to the left.
It's a very confident Colorado Springs side. As we mentioned, unbeaten in their last 9 games, having smashed New Mexico 4-0 in their last match. So they're playing with that sense of confidence. They're creating opportunities. They probably are a little bit unlucky not to be in the lead already.
It's the 15th matchup between these two sides. Colorado Springs has been the better team. 8 victories, 3 losses, and 3 draws. A victory earlier this season on March the 14th. Last year, the two sides split the regular season series. And in 2017, Colorado Springs beat Las Vegas in the postseason. So it has been relatively one-sided of sorts. Las Vegas had their run a few years ago at Dennis Sanchez, and it came up a little bit short. Lost Sanchez to go to New Mexico. Now they're just recalibrating.
Yeah, last year wasn't a great one, and they made some changes later on and brought Devin Rensing in. Started hurt, nice and decisive there and coming for the ball. So they brought Devin Rensing in towards the end of last season. Didn't have enough time to really turn things around. This is his season. He's brought his players in. Now he's got to get them to perform.
Rodriguez's attempt, that one was blocked. Waiting for this rainmaker to come down. Mahomey was able to get in front of it on the block shot. Didn't really call Mahoney's name or Methuselah at all this evening. Rocha once. Fast restart here on the left-hand side. Olex Anderson. Anderson jostling for positioning onto Noglu. Anderson couldn't win it either. Rocha escaped some traffic. It's a good job by Rocha being poised there in that sequence. And that'll be a foul every time in Arteaga. All the way back. On the intercept, Arteaga with a rush. Arteaga looking for numbers, 3-on-2, 3-on-3, broken up at the very last minute. Methuselah was there to disrupt it. Las Vegas trying to push the counter. He was asking for it, finally got it back. Lots of activity here in USL Championship on a Saturday night. Once we've reached the break, we'll get you some scores and some updates around the league. A few games that are in progress. A lot that have been put to bed. Anya lifted up. Corey Bennett with the positioning. Bennett, who gave it up, looking for McGee. That ball was poked away at the last second. Arteaga asking for it out wide to the right-hand side. Johnny Rodriguez trying to push forward down the gut. Rodriguez, left wing. Alex Anderson with a motor. Anderson with all kinds of real estate, too. Anderson, the cross across goal. It's peeled away.
That was Christian Pinzon with a lovely little run in the middle. I mean, they've got some talent going forward, Las Vegas.
Tiago with a full head of steam. Lets it rip. This will be a corner.
You get the sense that if Las Vegas Lights can get a couple of results going, they could be a really, really top-class team, because the talent they have going forward, the midfield of Pinzon, Ibarra, and Kyle Scott, I think is excellent. And Tonoglu at left back. They've got a decent defense. And now they've got a good goalkeeper. So all the pieces of the puzzle are there. They're just got to somehow all click together.
Richard Harris Law Firm corner kick coming up on Tonoglu. We'll take this one for Las Vegas. It's the first one of the night for Las Vegas here in the 26th minute. And before that occurs, got some housekeeping inside the 18.
It's a normal discussion you get every game now about not being able to hold. There's so much obstruction going on in the box, thanks mostly to Arsenal in the EPL, for how they've been so successful by crowding that box, that everyone else is trying to do the same. So there's pushing and pulling and blocking and obstruction. And the referees explain it every time. And all right, let's get going.
On to Tonoglu here with a good lift up. Anderson volleys it to the left, caroming around. And for the time being, Colin Shuttler gets some good defense. This one played inside the 18 again, headed away. Pope's looking for a little bit more air on that ball, and then John Rodriguez a two-hand shove. I'll look at a brief minute. Enter the Prinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth $2,000. Scan the QR code right there on your screen and enter today.
Just wondering why Yoskay Hanya had to do that. Don't need to push anybody over. They're going away from your goal, so let them keep going. And now all of a sudden it's a free kick. And that ball gets whipped in. There's enough big players there for Las Vegas Lights to cause the Switchbacks a few problems.
When I say LB, you say FC. LB. LB.
Rocha having a quick discussion as well, getting some bandages. And yeah, getting directed by Colin Shuttler. If you're Scott, where do you go with this ball?
Well, there's only one in the wall, so if you want to bend it to the near post, Colin Shuttler is saying to you, have a go if you want.
Scott elects not to do so, out wide to the right. Pinzon was over there in the general vicinity, but this will be a throw-in anyway for Las Vegas. Pope overplayed his hand. Breaking free, leaves Colorado Springs trying to push forward. As Fjellberg got taken out. Scott again. Rodriguez at the top of the 18, but he's clearly marked. Got to imagine in training Colorado Springs saying one thing: Johnny Rodriguez can't beat us. Of any guy, it'll be offside. Flag was up on the far end. Arteaga. Turn to the CBS Sports Network on Wednesday, May 27th for a USL Championship match. Eastern Conference newcomers Sporting Club Jacksonville host Western Conference powerhouse San Antonio FC at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Catch all the live action on CBS Sports Network May 27th. Shots right now 6-3 in favor of Colorado Springs. They did hit one bar, and a header that was missed by Creek inches away from going in. Fjellberg hit the post. Creek on a header just missed. All that being said, their expected goals for is only .44. Las Vegas at .36. Possession 58% to 42. But Gary, there hasn't been one clear-cut advantage for one side or the other.
Well, I think maybe Fjellberg's chance had hit the post. That was a really good chance. But other than that, yeah, I'd agree with you. It's been a lot of huffing and puffing from both sides. But, you know, intelligent play, good creative play, but nothing incisive as yet. But that'll come in time.
Wow, McGee was dragged down. He got away with it. Scott did anyway.
Don't forget, we have the joint leader of the Golden Boot with Corey Bennett playing here tonight. So, you know, we should have goals come from him. Johnny Rodriguez is not too far off either with the goals that he's scored. He's sitting joint 5th in the Golden Boot.
And with the pace that he was at tonight, Jurgen Locadia is going to have himself a conversation about it.
Locadia getting a hat-trick for Miami earlier this evening in their 4-3 win over Lou City. Not bad.
I remember when Nick Markanek just went wild last year, and it just seemed like every highlight was a Nick Markanek goal. The way that he started was just unbelievable.
He was really good in 2024. Last year it was MD Myers and Cal Jennings doing crazy stuff at Tampa Bay. But you're right, scoring goals for fun, Nick Markanek.
This one played out wide again. Bennett was looking for it, went behind him though. Hanya was the intended recipient. And Milan Olaski from a few years ago as well.
Oh, remember him at Orange County? Wow.
Players like that, And Las Vegas Lights fans, scan the QR code on your screen for the official protein drink of the Las Vegas Lights. DrinkPomano.com. Speaking of goals, you can't talk about Colorado Springs without mentioning Haji Berry. Haji Berry from a few years ago. Another guy that was a serious threat for the Golden Boot.
Wonderful, wonderful strike. There's been some incredible strikers over the years in this league.
Poor delivery. Rocha would like to get it back.
Wilson Harris, Lou City.
Oh, yeah.
You can keep going. Yeah. There's been some, really been treated to some wonderful players over the years in the USL Championship.
But correct me if I'm wrong, Gary, but it does feel like if you can get off to a great or piping hot start, it just carries over into the summer, and then it sets you up for a fantastic finish once we get into September and October.
It certainly can do. You'd rather that than you be behind and trying to sneak into the playoffs. You'd rather be ahead of the curve and have a little bit of cushion going in towards the last few weeks.
Well, I meant in terms of goal scorers. The guys that have really been a threat to win the Golden Boot have just gotten off to these amazing starts. And once you start, you just stay hot.
Certainly can do. But all the players you have mentioned are just natural scorers.
Yeah.
You know, you can put them in any team, they'll probably score a ton of goals. But when you're playing good sides like Charleston Battery, like Lou City, and you're going to get a lot of service.
Williams here in the corner. Williams, good ball up top. One's going to miss and goes right back to Las Vegas. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. And you mentioned MD Myers. He vacates Charleston, goes to Tampa Bay, and it just feels like certain clubs, Tampa Bay, Charleston, Lou City, they might lose a player or two, but they typically will reload and do so with a lot of firepower.
They have good budgets as well to get these top players, but just looking at Las Vegas Lights, I think their purchases of Olex Anderson, bringing Manuel Arteaga in, Kyle Scott, Mark Ibarra. Love it. Love the fans having a good time as well. They've brought in some quality, and Mason Steider in goals. I think they've done a really good job. It just hasn't quite knitted together yet, but you get the sense that it should do. They're just too good not to for Las Vegas. Only problem is they're playing another good side here today. So whether it's this game that they really get it together, or whether they have to wait for Tulsa at home next. They've got Oakland Roots at home. So they've got a whole bunch of home matches in which they can light this fire and get things going.
Hydration break here in the 35th minute. We'll take a look at how this first half has unfolded so far, Gary.
That was an early chance for Creek, just floating into the middle of the box here, and gets ahead. And I tell you what, that's probably as good a chance as they've had, along with the one that hit the post. It's a really good effort. More pressure down this left-hand side. Ball comes loose. Hosker Yanya gets it first, but good block there from goalkeeper Mason Steider. And then the third one should be the Jonas Felberg chance, where they build it up through the middle, and it's actually a very simple pass in the end. Let's just see if this develops into that opportunity or not. Hanya out wide, just working really hard.
Puzzling, is that?
I think we're back to live footage, are we?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought there was more to come. I was about to talk about the one that hit the post, but it didn't appear. Let me verbally say, Jonas Fjellberg had one that hit the post, and those are the three good chances, all for Colorado Springs in that first 30 minutes or so.
I was going to ask you, how tempted are you to, as this ball's thrown into the 18, Rodriguez there to vacate it. Anderson, Shuttler
Ooh.
awfully close to just giving himself a goal against. Not sure what the keeper's doing out 45 yards away from his net, but played through. Anya. I beg your pardon, that's Corey Bennett.
Doing well there, Corey Bennett, just to win himself the throw-in, try and protect the ball. And having done all that hard work, a wayward pass, and the ball gets given back to Las Vegas.
Ravonte Johnson, who scored in the 60th minute. Jonas Felberg also added to it. 10 minutes later for Colorado Springs. Game was 2-0 for the home side, then Las Vegas bounced right back to get an equalizer before Colorado Springs won it late. So it's critical tonight for Las Vegas Lights as Olex Anderson gets open over, and he's in some pain right now. I don't know if it was the contact, the way he landed that hurt the most, but a yellow card coming out here for Rocha, and he's not ecstatic about this ruling.
Let's have a look at it again. Olex Anderson is so quick. He gets to the ball. Yeah, he gets the ball and knocks it past Rocha. Does Rocha get anything on the ball? Not really. He gets the player, doesn't he? Doesn't get the ball.
I guess my question is, he wasn't running through Olex Anderson, though. It almost looked like he was trying to stop.
Yeah, free kick definitely, yellow card. Let's just, how you see that moment. Referee sees it as dangerous, and hence the card.
To Noglu. He's in some pain now, not getting up. Squared up, Anderson trying to retrieve it.
Quick as Anderson again. He's lightning fast.
He is pesky, he is quick, and he's tenacious. North Carolina FC's all-time leading scorer. He makes his way here to Las Vegas and hoping to ignite this team and this offense. They get shoved. Scott trying to win it. And that's going to go back to Las Vegas. They haven't spent a lot of time in the attacking third.
Just Josko Hanya's saying, what must I do? I tend to agree with him. Carl Scott just leant back into him the whole time and then fell over. Anyway, play continues.
To no glue here in the 40th minute. Nice little nutmeg. Anderson. Out wide again. Across the goal, but nobody in colors of his side. It goes right back to Colorado Springs. Join the Las Vegas Lights next week at Cashman Field as they take on Tulsa. Get there early to secure your very own 51 throwback jerseys. Las Vegas Lights doing battle with Tulsa. Aviators night. Cashman Field. First minute. Las Vegas has had a couple of good chances. Johnny Rodriguez's best chance just inside the 18. Fired it with his left foot and went over the bar. It looks Anderson's been a bit pesky in the left wing too for the home side. Couple crossing attempts, but nobody have been able to be around and connect. Springs, a couple of shots, one that hit the woodwork. You've had the better chances with possession. Watch out, a breakout here. Corey Bennett's wide open the right-hand side. That attempt goes for goal, and it misses wide to the right.
That's another chance, isn't it, for Colorado Springs and Fjellberg? Goalkeeper's come a long way out. I don't think he needed to be there, Mason Steideher. Why not just stay on your line? The moment he came out, there was just a square ball put in there, and they just didn't quite read that. Colorado Springs, Fjellberg just wondering what else he could have done differently. But that's now 4 decent chances Colorado Springs Switchbacks have had in this first half.
Does the mindset change, though, if you're Steideher because Fjellberg had a step? Want to come out and cut down the angle?
You want to cut it down, but there was still a defender nearby, and you're on the edge of the box. I think there you just stay on your line or near your line and wait, see how it develops. Because once he came out, I think Fjellberg felt, well, if there's no winning goals, let me just try and square it. Couldn't find a teammate. But it's another risky moment there for Las Vegas Lights.
Ball goes right back to Colorado Springs.
And the one thing Devin Rensing did highlight when we spoke to him a few days ago, he said, we must be better defensively. We know we can score goals, we've got to control the game better, but we've really got to keep it tight at the back and get as many clean sheets as possible. And they've been lucky to keep a clean sheet so far. There's, as I say, 4 reasonable chances for the Switchbacks.
And it's the tale as old as time. Clubs that don't capitalize on the opportunities that they're given are more inclined to have something suffered against, because you waste those chances. And for Las Vegas, yeah, maybe they've been living dangerously in a couple different elements, but like you mentioned, Gary, holding a clean sheet. And they've had a couple of attempts as well. Creek, open lane here. Rocha was diving towards the middle, got taken out. Colorado Springs relentless though in this pursuit. Rocha got back to his toes. Steideher there, able to gobble it up. Back comes Las Vegas Lights. Arteaga in the attack. Don't have numbers. 44th minute. Arteaga nearly won it. Tusila, who looked like he was correcting a contact lens earlier in this match. Stayed in the affair, and he's okay. He did have a hydration break, so we'll check our 4th official to see how much added time is awarded. We'll have stats and highlights through 45. We'll take a look around USL Championship. with some scores. They'll also get to bleed into what's going on with the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Quite a few players in USL Championship represent their respective countries. It'll be a busy summertime throughout North America. Fans in Canada, the United States, and in Mexico are brimming with joy about what's going to happen this summertime. Got a player down for Las Vegas. Christian Pinzon, who was down.
He gets smacked in the back, and I think that winded him, knocked him on the back of the head as well.
The move. Slipping and falling. Corey Bennett. Tinoglu, a bad ball here. Fjellberg out wide to the left. Fjellberg bringing two defenders his way, trying to work short side to no avail.
They're saying it's a corner. Fjellberg felt it came off the defender. He's a bit nonplussed about it all. But you're right, Antonoglu there had a header, and he headed it straight to Colorado Springs. And once again, they were suddenly back under pressure. Let's just see if there is a deflection of Nate Jones there. Well, it's hard for us to see. If it's hard for us, probably hard for the referee as well.
The fourth official has indicated that a minimum of 2 minutes will be added.
2 minutes of added time awarded her in this first half. Stoppage time brought to you by Promino. One final pursuit here for Las Vegas. Two guys inside the 18. Shuttler punches it away. The rebound attempt, it finds him wide. Top shelf magic from Pope. He gets on the board. Las Vegas leads late in the first half, 1-0. It was a missile from Pope, but a fortuitous bounce. It went to the home team's side.
It's a nice build-up here through the middle, out wide, gets whipped in. Colin Shuttler does well to win that at the near post, but Blake Pope, what good control and what a good strike as well when it comes out to him. Just controls the ball, and then on the half volley, smacks it into the top corner. What a finish, and a great move from Las Vegas Lights. They haven't done much in attacking sense in the first half, but that was absolutely fabulous.
That Las Vegas Lights goal presented by Circus Hotel and Casino. Blake Pope on the board. Las Vegas leading late here in half number 1, and it's 1-0. Pope just jumping up into the play, scoring his first goal of the season. He's only played in 3 matches leading into tonight, but a big one. And you mentioned a couple different things about what makes Olex Anderson so good, Gary. He was diving towards the 6-yard box. He pulled 2 defenders his way, and that left an open crease for Blake Pope to grab a juicy carom and put it in the net.
100%. I mean, it's difficult for a goalkeeper, Colin Shuttler, in dealing with that. When that ball gets whipped in and you see Olex Anderson diving, you're just trying to get anything on it. Whereas if there's no challenge, you can punch it to where you want it to go, as we see the corner there. So absolutely, his role in that forces Colin Shuttler to just punch it, and it goes straight, unfortunately for Colorado Springs, straight to Pope. But still, the half volley in the top corner. It's brilliant.
It's a goal scorer's goal, as they'd say. Williams here on the send-off from the corner. Pretty good contact right on the line. Stadiar got ran over. And Roach has been in the middle of all of this. First half comes to a conclusion. Colorado Springs playing downhill a lot, but it did not matter late. Blake Pope finds himself on the board, and Las Vegas leads 1-0.
That's a tough first half for the Switchbacks because they've had 4 chances, haven't scored. And one decent chance for Las Vegas Lights, back of the net, thanks to that wonder strike from Blake Pope. But there's still a second half to come, and a chance for Switchbacks to keep the pressure on and see if they can get that equalizer.
Changes, adjustments, and some things to talk about. We've reached 45 minutes in the books here at Cashman Field. Las Vegas Lights have the advantage. Blake Pope, for the first time this year, is on the board. 1-0 Las Vegas over Colorado Springs. More to come on the other side.
Hello, my name is Ramon Martin del Campo, City of Henderson police officer and former Las Vegas Lights team captain. My mother, Susie, desperately waited for a second chance after years of fighting kidney disease. Through a paired kidney exchange program, she was able to receive the gift of life through transplant. Currently, about 85% of Americans waiting need a kidney transplant. I am a living kidney donor. Nevadans are giving. Join us at wearenevadans.org.
Escape to a vacation at Circus Circus. Experience the thrill of the Adventure Dome. 5 acres with more than 25 rides to keep you on the edge of your seat. Ride our newest attractions, Nebula Z, Twists and Teacups, Circus Swings, and Little Sprinter Raceway. More rides, more excitement, an experience for the entire family. Life's a circus. Let's play!
We go from Las Vegas, Nevada. Rodriguez scored the winner that night. He shoots here. Oh, and he buries it with a rocket to the cross. It's in 2-1. Cashman Field certainly packed with Vegas Lights supporters tonight. Just more excited. Play in front of the home fans. Who wouldn't be?
Up here, it is fantastic in Las Vegas tonight, but we can feel the energy.
Not how you start, it's how you finish. And Blake Pope finished it for Las Vegas Lights. Closing seconds of the first half, he buried his first goal of the year. 1-0 is the score. Las Vegas Lights are all over Colorado Springs. We reached the halftime break with Gary Bailey. I am David Gascon. Now we've got some time. Time to take a look around the USL Championship with the World Cup USL Base Camp. Fellas, take it away.
Before the World Cup can begin, 48 national teams need a home. And home is a lot more than a practice field.
They wanted a beautiful grass field and in a sort of secure facility with great access to gyms and all the other pieces around.
Dan Rutstein had the honor of handing the keys to Orange County SC's entire facility to the U.S. men's national team. Why does it matter to you to have the U.S. national team at your facility?
Look, if you can't get excited about a World Cup, then we shouldn't be in this business. It's obviously an enormous opportunity. We're happy for them. It's a great facility. We're happy for us. We're happy for our fans. So we can be talked about in the same breath as the home nation in a home World Cup.
Orange County is joined by the Oakland Roots, who will host the Australian national team, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies hosting first-time World Cup team Cape Verde. When clubs spend multiple weeks in one building, the facility must accommodate an entire support system, not just the players. In a large country like the United States, travel can take a toll. Cape Verde's Tampa home sets up short flights to Atlanta, Miami, and Houston for its group matches. Australia will play matches in Vancouver, Seattle, and nearby Santa Clara. The U.S. team's longest journey is Seattle, sandwiched between 2 group matches in Los Angeles. But as the World Cup takes place, it's business as usual for the USL Championship. For Orange County, a worthwhile temporary adjustment.
We're still training next door. The short-term pain of being not allowed to use our stadium for the medium and long-term gain of working with the US national team, we could never say no to an opportunity like that.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Prinks tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks tires will be there for the long haul.
I truly give everything that I can for them.
It's like, all right, we're in this and we're gonna go for it.
Esto es la porra, this is who we are.
Everybody here doing the heartbeat, having everybody in the stadium do that was just chills.
Back here at the break, Las Vegas Lights 1-0 over Colorado Springs. Blake Pope, his first goal of the year. Stoppage time of the first half, the difference makers so far. We're enjoying the halftime festivities. Gary, can take a look at the USL Championship from abroad. We got all kinds of scores near and far, West Coast, East Coast, all of it wrapped up into one. Take a look at the schedule first off, though, before we get into any of the
It is halftime in the USL Championship. We hope you're enjoying the match. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines from the championship. Through 2 rounds of the Prinks Tires USL Cup, 5 championship clubs are a perfect 2-0 and lead their respective groups. Louisville City has racked up a tournament-high 8 goals so far, while Charleston and Tampa Bay own 6 goals each. And group leaders Sacramento and Colorado Springs have yet to allow a goal in the competition. Sporting Jacks defeated Sarasota Paradise in the USL Cup, earning its first ever victory, and it was a double cup matchup week for Sporting Jacks, who went on to grab a point in a 1-1 draw with FC Naples. The World Cup rosters are taking shape, and a pair of USL Championship players have earned call-ups to Haiti's national team. Colorado Springs Switchbacks Duke Lacroix has made 6 appearances for Haiti, while Carl Sante from El Paso Locomotive has played in more than 20 matches for his national team. Upcoming national spotlight games on CBS Sports Network: Sporting Jacks in San Antonio next Wednesday, then a big one between Louisville City and Tampa Bay Rowdies on the 30th, and another tough test for the Rowdies against Charleston Battery on June 10th. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
Ser diagnosticado con cáncer fue lo más difícil que he enfrentado. Cuando recibí la noticia, lo que más importaba eran las cosas simples de la vida, como las salidas de noche con los niños. Como candidato a un nuevo ensayo clínico aquí mismo en Las Vegas, he podido pasar más tiempo con ellos, creando recuerdos y nunca perderme una salida de noche con familia.
Hola, soy Ramón Martín del Campo, oficial de policía en Henderson y ex capitán del equipo de Las Vegas Lights. Estoy orgulloso de haber sido un donante vivo y que mi madre fuera beneficiada con un riñón. El 85% de los americanos en la lista de espera necesitan un trasplante de riñón. Los nevadenses damos esperanza. Únete a nosotros en wearenevadans.org.
We go from Las Vegas, Nevada. Rodriguez scored the winner that night. He shoots here. Oh, and he buries it with a rocket. Anderson across. It's in 2-1. Cashman Field certainly packed with Vegas Lights supporters tonight. Just more excited. Play in front of the home fans. Who wouldn't be?
Up here, it is fantastic in Las Vegas tonight, but we can feel the energy.
At Capriati's, we slow roast butterball turkeys overnight, then hand pull them every morning, and carefully slice the most premium beef sold in America, Snake River Farms American Wagyu. We've been doing this for 50 years. We believe real food made with the best ingredients is worth the extra effort. It's why the Bobby was voted America's greatest sandwich, and why we earned a place in the Cheesesteak Hall of Fame. Try any of our award-winning sandwiches today and taste why we're simply the best since 1976. Sign up for Capriati's Rewards and get a free small sub with purchase.
Tonight's match is brought to you by Comprehensive Cancer Centers and ULET. Here we dip into it. Las Vegas Lights, Colorado Springs, Switchbacks. First half highlights. There's a lot home his first goal of the season. And that's where we stand. What about these numbers? Do they tell you something different from the score?
Well, it's more about the eye test. The numbers say it's fairly even, but for me, and we saw with the highlights just now, Colorado Springs had 4 good chances to have scored. Las Vegas Lights get 1, and it wasn't even a good chance, and they absolutely buried it. So a little bit unlucky for the Switchbacks at halftime, but Las Vegas Lights at home have been good. Let's see if it continues for them in the second half.
Possession relatively neutral, 54% to 46. Some changes that we'll have here in the second half. One of them, Frank DeRoma, will come into the contest. Saddam Mazarenka will also come into the affair for Colorado Springs. These changes here, do you think they're necessary, Gary?
I don't think they've done badly in the first half, the Switchbacks, but Alan McCann wants to liven things up and try and get his team on the front foot, and they have such quality coming off the bench that this team will be as strong with the changes as they were before, you would think.
Colorado Springs moving from right to left. Las Vegas Lights on the counter will be moving from left to right. So the changes here on one side for Colorado Springs. Down a goal, more to your point, Gary, statistically speaking, they were not bad at all. They played on the front foot. They weren't chasing the game, and then they conceded late in a play that, you know, was, frankly, it was fortunate for Blake Pope, but they made the most of that chance.
Sometimes it's just pure psychology from a coach's point of view. You make those changes, it livens up the team. Out they come for the second half, believing that they can get back in the game and win it. Certainly bringing Saddam Mazarenka on, he is a clever player. He's quick and he's sharp and he can open up gaps. So maybe that's what they felt, somebody who has a different approach in front of goals.
So Aroma in, McGee out.
Interesting, Fjellberg went out because he created most of those chances in the first half.
Mazarenka down right now.
Oh, he gets a bit of a kick there from the goal scorer, Blake Pope, in possibly a very painful area.
Statter slipping and sliding. He gobbles it up. Brand new half a ball. Can Colorado Springs find the equalizer? For Las Vegas, they'd love to capture 3 points, split the season series, because at the end of the day, these tiebreakers will add up.
I'd just like to see Las Vegas do a little bit more in this half, and looking back at touches in the box, which is always a good indication of which team is on the offense. It was 5 for Las Vegas in Colorado's box and 12 for Colorado Springs in Las Vegas box. So clearly Colorado Springs once again. Oh, it's risky. What? That's a Mason Staderher there got away with one. He was caught in possession of the ball. He could have paid a much more serious price. Go on, I was commentating. You give us your thoughts now.
You know, I can pull up a chair and just listen to Gary Bailey rap for a quick minute. From former Manchester United goalkeeper to analyst to play-by-play extraordinaire.
That was an unnecessary risk, though, from Staderher, and very lucky to get away with that. Corey Bennett really closed down that space very quickly. All you got to do is just boot the ball clear.
DeRoma there. See, that's where you should be, Gary. You should just be there with the natives. I get you a pint, your favorite drink, whatever it may be, amongst the natives. And if you're in Sin City, you're not going to bed till like 6 in the morning anyway.
It sounds very tempting.
Things we do in Las Vegas. Each other out. This one played through Hanya. Just got cut off, but it was a great idea. Not a lot of wiggle room to contort his body inside the 18. Played through nicely. Johnny Rodriguez labeled offside. The shot will not count.
It was miles offside. The idea was good, but the ball had to come a lot earlier than that for him not to be offside. Let's have a look at it again and just see by how much he was. So, although you know what it is, what he's trying to keep in his own half. So although he looks a mile offside, and I take back what I said, Rodriguez was literally only an inch or two over that halfway line. That had come a split second earlier, he would have been in his own half, and then he wouldn't have been offside.
Let's see the question, Williams at midfield. Center referee getting converged on by a few players. Pinzon was one of them. Typically happens on the regular with Pinzon Creek. It's to get it back and should have gotten it back, and now a little tugging and shoving of the kits. Scott, Anya mixing it up.
It was Aaron Guillen there on the ball who said after the last match, we all need to take a close look at ourselves in the mirror. What we saw against Spokane Velocity was unacceptable. They played against 10 men for most of the match and still lost 1-0 against the League One side. So he was fuming afterwards, as was Devin Rinsing. I think so far, been a much better performance by the Lights.
And they have the 1-0 lead. Question is, can they protect it? Can they build on it? Antonoglu peels this thing back. Anderson, who gave it up. Trying to find a crease. Johnny Rodriguez was the intended target. That ball was sniffed out though. Long ball here and couldn't make it way over there on the right-hand side, but nevertheless, we'll see if Colorado Springs tries to extend some players like they did in the first half. And a healthy amount of chances, just could not convert. Scott holds it in.
This clean sheet they've got so far is so important for Las Vegas Lights. Only one clean sheet this entire season. They've scored in every match, which is impressive. And back to what Devin Rinsing says, well, I know we can score, that's not the problem. The problem is, can we keep clean sheets?
Rodriguez in the middle of the park. That drive from Olex Anderson was stonewalled. Anderson continues to work though, and that one poked away. Possession going to stay with Las Vegas, and it will be corner kick.
Aiden Rocha not happy, just collapsed to the ground there in frustration. It's a problem with trying to stay with Olex Anderson. He is so fast, so quick. And he gives Olex a tap on the shoulder as well as he comes across Rocha, as if to say, wow, man, you're hard to keep an eye on.
Scott takes this, a Richard Harris Law from corner kick. Seldom tonight for them. Scott Shuttler with the right paw. See where the maneuver around the 18. And Rodriguez vacates the 18. Olex Anderson away from that as well. Changes for Colorado Springs in this half. For Las Vegas Lights, they're holding their water, at least for the time being.
I'm sure there'll be changes eventually, but it's a very, very strong team he's put out there. But at some point, legs will begin to tire. You've got Knight Pickering, who can replace maybe Artiaga up front, who's been doing a lot of hard graft there. Ben Mines in midfield. Giorgio Probo can come in and do a job more defensively.
Takedown here by Pope. Pope using a couple words we can't repeat on there.
trying to argue his case. Referee's already made the decision. You may as well get on with it.
Pope here will take this free kick. All right, so here's a question, though. It's going to be Pope. This will be on one side. Creek, I beg your pardon. Where are you going with this ball, though, if you're Creek?
Probably into the sort of edge of the 6-yard box, but whip it in with pace. You don't give defenders much time to react.
Creek with the line drive delivery, awfully close in the back end from going in.
It was Mark Ibarra at the near post who, as we thought, they whipped it into the 6-yard box. It's very, very difficult to defend against. I think it's Ibarra who ends up flicking it on. Which means it really shouldn't be. Maybe it should be, yes, if it's come off Mark Ibarra, then it will be a corner there for Colorado Springs.
Pinzon missed on it. Decent handball there. Looking at Scott. Scott's got the yellow card comes out. Rather puzzling here is didn't look like our center referee was going to throw out a yellow card, and then he did.
I think it's more for stopping a promising attack because they were on their way there. Scott was running, his head was up. Soreka loses that battle and brings down Scott, and if there had been a wider picture, you'd see that it was all opening up for Scott to play the ball through. If you stop a promising attack, then sometimes that can get you the yellow card.
Azaraka with a yellow card. Las Vegas Lights looking for an insurance marker. Rodriguez was the intended recipient. Arteaga near the 6. He wasn't there. Ooh, Arteaga was not expecting that ball, and it had eyes. Had he been prepared, it would have been 2-0. Pinzon. Learn for professional soccer players at our next clinic, Indoor 5. Spots are limited. Sign up now. '58th minute. 1-0 Las Vegas. They scored a goal at the end of the first half. Blake Pope missed first of the year. Shots in this game, 8-5 in favor of Colorado Springs. Both teams with a shot on goal. Possession's been nearly even. It's 51% for the road team. 49% for Las Vegas Lights.
Oh, Colin Shuttler was lucky there. He had his pass intercepted. And there was an effort from 40 yards. For, I think, Johnny Rodriguez. It was, fortunately for Colin Shuttler, was off target.
We've seen some strange goals this year, so things that'll live in infamy on social media. Ball in for Corey Bennett. Again, a good job getting in front of that one, but Bennett again, no, not this time. Loose change around. DeRoma goes for goal. That shot was blocked. Quality chances for Colorado Springs, but nothing on target. Pinzon.
It's beginning to stretch the game, isn't it? There's lots of acreage in the middle, space in which to play for both sides as they look to catch each other on the transition.
Pope here with the chip out wide to left. Anderson on the dead run. Good job to settle it. Anderson, Arteaga, loose, good stop by Shuttler. The rebound, he can't stop that one. There's that man again. And it's now 2-0 thanks to Johnny Rodriguez. Gary, opportunistic is Johnny Rodriguez. Las Vegas Lights, they find their spots and they capitalize.
The shot coming in here, all that Shuttler can do is make the save, and Johnny Rodriguez immediately pounces on it. Starts with Olex Anderson knocking it back in, but it's always good to have a shot. You might not score, but sometimes the keeper can't get it away from trouble. Colin Shuttler there couldn't tip it around the post for a corner. He just pushes it up because of the pace of the shot. And he's right there, Johnny Rodriguez, as he always is, the top goal scorer for his team. And they love him to bits. 2-0. They love playing at home at Cashman Field, Las Vegas. Away from home, they struggle. At home,
Las Vegas
Lights
goal.
Results. Yep.
Presented by Circus Circus Hotel and Casino. That's number 6 on the year for Rodriguez.
Las Vegas Lights goal, scored by number 14,
Johnny Rodriguez tallies on the board. Can't really fault Colin Shuttler on the goal that he gave up because the initial shot was stopped. But the rebound attempt, granted it was a fat one, but the pursuit from Las Vegas was heavy. There's the perfect buildup for them. Williams will take this corner. Williams, not a good delivery. Poor set piece for Colorado Springs. Rodriguez and Arteaga, this time Olex Anderson on the rush. Arteaga out wide to the left. Anderson with the pivot, sprung loose, and just not a good finish there.
It wasn't a good ball from Arteaga to Anderson. It was too hard, and Anderson had to go wide to control the ball. If it had been a bit softer, they were in a great position to get a third goal. Just getting a little bit exposed at the back, Colorado Springs. They obviously got to throw numbers forward to try and get back in this match, but their unbeaten record now, 9 matches, looks like it's on the line here.
'62nd minute as we close out this night. Monterey Bay 2-0 over Birmingham. Orange County in stoppage time leading Oakland 3-2. DeRoma with the chip. Pope had to go over his head. Creek who gave it up to DeRoma. DeRoma blew a tire. Creek pounces on it, takes the shot, partially deflected. Harmlessly on goal.
And if you go back to the first half, that header from Creek early on that he puts just wide. Good chance. I think you even said at the time when the second one, when the Jonas Fjellberg shot hit the post, that if you don't take your chances in soccer, it often comes back to bite you. It's exactly what happened here, because to be fair to Colorado Springs Switchbacks, they should have been at least 1-0, maybe 2-0 up in that first half before the goal from Blake Pope.
That's why it's so dangerous to box score commentate, because if you look at the box score, you're thinking Colorado Springs is ahead, if not they're level. In Las Vegas, yes, limited chances, but they converted on 2 of them. Those are the breaks. And that's why this game can be maddening, especially when your team has countless chances and they're playing so hard. Hasn't been for lack of effort, but Las Vegas, opportunistic, fortunate, all that and then some, and they have the lead.
Currently above Colorado Springs Switchbacks, having played the extra game, but 1 point above in the live table. Obviously, things could change if the Switchbacks can score a couple of goals, but Las Vegas would just be in 9th position, just behind the playoff spot, which, given the number of games they've played away from home, I think it's 7 away from home, 4 at home. It's not a bad position to be.
Creek will take this free kick with a deep breath. See where he goes with this ball. Creek to left-hand side. Corey Bennett just misses the top corner. Sailing in like a Scud missile, Bennett missed it by a hair.
When it's not your day, it's not your day. They've had another good chance, Colorado Springs. And that is not far off He's hammering the ground because he got himself in a great position. Everything was right, just couldn't keep that ball down.
It's a great look by our crew here tonight. That shot's not going to have a chance either. While we got a minute, Las Vegas Lights fans, make sure you scan the QR code right here on your screen for more of the official protein drink of the Las Vegas Lights.
Just looking at Las Vegas's record at home, 2 wins and 2 draws out of their 4 games. Got a great chance here of making it 3 wins and 2 draws out of 5. Away from home, no different story. They've really struggled, but 7 away games to their 4 home games. As we mentioned earlier, they've got a whole string of home games coming up.
Shot rolls wide of the target. Zareka, who's come in, he's had a nice impact so far. It's been a relatively clean night in terms of physical activity, nothing overbearing from either side. Rodriguez with the second goal. Would love to add on to it, but he was labeled offside again.
I just wonder now if there'll be some changes for Devin Rensing. We haven't seen anything yet, but his team have worked really hard and they've got just basic defending to do from now on.
Rodriguez tries his luck again, this time a bit ambitious. Yes, he can score from out there, but no, not on that occasion. Changes here for Colorado Springs. Talon Maples, Juan Tejada both coming in. They need to change their fate and do it quickly. To put a button on Rodriguez, Gary, he's having his best start of his USL Championship career. For the first time ever, he hit 5 goals within the first 8 games. He's now got 6 in 9+ matches. A sea change of sorts from Oakland roots to Las Vegas. He has 43 USL Championship regular season goals. Continues to add to the resume. Down Matusalo, who's down. He's lingering. Let's see where the contact came from, if it was above the shoulders or not. Tejada just announced, got a better angle here. Oh yeah, right in the eye.
And number 18, Aiden Rocha.
Arteaga going to be subbed out. So these changes for Las Vegas. Gio Probo makes his way in the affair for Arteaga. Right side, oh, nearly on the short side. Great attempt from Las Vegas Lights to defend, but Colorado Springs trying to get themselves on the board, and ever so close was Juan Tejada. Check it out.
Another close chance, isn't it? Good ball to the far post. Juan Tejada coming in late, just can't pull it back. They're defending really well, Las Vegas, and clearly that's the way Devin Rensing's thinking now. Arteaga's put in a good shift. You've got taking off a striker, bringing on Giorgio Probo as more of a defensive midfielder. So trying to shut down this match. But you've still got the pace of Alex Anderson on the counter-attack if Colorado Springs switchbacks throw too many players forward.
And Juan Tejada made an imprint in the USL Championship final. He was the MVP in 2024 for Colorado Springs. He's been with the club since 2023. Just a peculiar match, the way that it's unfolded. A 2-0 score, and Las Vegas not having a lot of grade A scoring opportunities. And the ones that they have gotten, they've pounced on and converted.
Devin Rensing asked for a win and a clean sheet and good defensive work. So far, he's getting everything he wants. His new goalkeeper, Mason Steideher. So one or two little moments being caught in possession with the ball by Corey Bennett, but got away with it. So everything the coach has asked for so far for Las Vegas Lights has worked. Obviously for Alan McCann, it's a whole different story. He will feel they've been so unlucky, had so many chances. Who knows, might still be able to do something in the last 20 minutes, but so far he'll be very frustrated.
Yeah, they're wearing it right now as Colorado Springs. Unbeaten at home and winless on the road. That's a problem for this team, at least out of the gates here in 2026. Creek will take this corner. Good news, it's early in the season. Bad news is Colorado Springs, you'd love to have a regular season victory over somebody. Right now they're staring at a split. Tejada. Bennett, who elevated for it. DeRoma. Nice job by Scott just to seal him off. Creek will try his luck again. That error was missed. Now Aaron Guillen will grab a seat. I don't know if that's a cramp or delay and some pain getting stepped on.
Or just trying to slow the game down. He can pick any one of those three. He's a very wily operator and probably feels that he just needs to get his team. Well, he does take a little bit of a knock on that left ankle, but often very wise at this time of the game for someone to go down and just slow it down, take the pace out of it, make it difficult for the switchbacks to keep their momentum going.
Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship, from the grassroots to the pros. Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the list. Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. It is getting late quickly for Colorado Springs. A deflating goal they gave up at the end of the first half with Blake Pope scoring in stoppage time. And then Johnny Rodriguez converted here in half number 2. The insurance marker to give Las Vegas plenty of breathing room. Pinzon out wide. Rodriguez. Team high, 6 goals now and counting. And a yellow card's coming out. I don't know if that yellow card is coming out until after the play is officially over, but Rodriguez certainly not ecstatic about it.
Well, he had the ball. It's normally when you don't have the ball, you pick up a yellow. He's got the ball here. Now, does he then... Are they saying he forcefully stepped on the ankle? Have a look there. Are they saying that he meant to do that? It was a little nasty moment. That's, I think, what the yellow card is for.
That's amazing. I'll say that in air quotes.
If he meant to do it, he's pulled off something very difficult. Because you're turning with the ball, you don't even know where the defender's ankle is. So if you stand on it and you meant to do it, it's pretty difficult to pull off. Certainly give the free kick, but the yellow card, you've got to be sure that he did it on purpose.
Getting in there to get in front of that. Natives getting a little restless here. Everything else is a wrap in USL Championship except for this match. Monterey Bay winning it over Birmingham 2-0, and then Orange County did seal the deal 3-2 over Oakland Roots. Gently into the box, Corey Bennett trying to maneuver around. Double team came and he was depossessed. Pinzon gave it right back though. Corey Bennett asking for some real estate over the right-hand side. The ball could not get to him though. Been well defended in this match, and even when he has been marked, he nearly scored on a header. Zaraka was looking for him, but Antonoglu here in the throw-in. One of the pinpointing measures tonight for Las Vegas was to keep a Corey Bennett off the scoreboard. They've accomplished that.
So far.
So far.
Still 15 minutes left, and some crazy things can happen in soccer, so let's wait and see. They've been unlucky, Colorado Springs. They've had, I count 5, 6 decent chances. They've hit the post. This could easily be 2-2, and so maybe they'll get a bit of luck in the last 15 minutes.
Creek here. The step, Williams onto Noglu, trapping him into the corner. Depossessed him, that is clinical. It's a great job of defending for Las Vegas. Here's Pinzon. That ball could not be spared. Ibar a little bit late to the party on that. Zaraka was the intended target. Las Vegas Lights trying to move back the other way. Johnny Rodriguez, who's playing on caution now. He's got a yellow card.
This is good play from Las Vegas, just trying to keep possession, knocking it around, players all moving, making angles so that they can be found. They're not in a hurry to take that throw, and they just want to sort of keep the ball and work that clock down. Of course, Colorado Springs want to do the opposite. They want to get the ball and get into Las Vegas's box and try and get at least one goal back and make a fight of it towards the end. Got to go back to Pope's goal, the opening one. What a good strike on the half volley it was. Edge of the box, top corner. Brilliant finish.
I got to imagine he just feels so good about hitting that ball flush like that too. It made no mistake about it. Something you can have on replay over and over again too.
Oh yeah. He'll keep that one to show everyone who's willing to watch it.
Absolutely.
I don't blame him. I would as well.
Colorado Springs just trying to find an opportunity. They've been stymied throughout though. Shots in this match, 15-9 in favor of Colorado Springs, but Las Vegas has 3 shots on target to just 1 from Colorado Springs, I beg your pardon, has 1 shot on target. Las Vegas has 3 of them on target.
Yeah, but they hit the post. It's not included as being on target, but it's very, very close to scoring.
Totally fair, yeah.
I think that if you look at the eye test, certainly Colorado Springs are unlucky not to be on the scoreboard with, if not 1, maybe 2 goals. But that's the swings and roundabouts you get. Some days things go in, some days they don't. You've got to find ways to get around it. The question is, in the remaining time, can they do that switchbacks? Can they put out a little bit of a moment of magic?
Probo, who gave it up to Scott. Here's Anderson. Anderson trying to cross, and Pinzon was the intended target, but Shetler not going to be ambushed in that sequence. Creek, Tejada, who had it. Another crossing attempt and nobody in sight. That's a bad ball.
It is a bad ball. It's got way too much height on it. Even if you get there, if it lands in the middle, the goalkeeper's going to come and take it all day long. And then if it goes too long, it's no use to you anyway. So not the best ball in. That could be the most important signing of their season so far. Is that goalkeeper in front, Mason Steidaher. He's got the experience from Real Salt Lake. He steadied everything down at the back. He's still settling in. He was to blame the loss against Spokane Velocity last match. It's his side of the goal that the free kick was scored against. So he's, probably would hold his hand up and say that should be his to save. But just the experience he brings has just settled his defense down, and They're getting very close to having a clean sheet, and only their second one of the season. So if you get your defense right, exactly what Devin Rensing said, get the defense right, he knows he has the talent to score goals up front.
Yeah, Stadahar spending some time with Real Salt Lake, Orlando, New York City FC. 16 MLS appearances, good stop there. And a two-hand punch goes right back where it came. Lazy pass by Williams, intercepted quite easily too. Las Vegas not sitting back. Now that we're in the 80th minute, Gary, do you anticipate Colorado Springs just going for goal and extend their defense?
You may as well. Whether you lose 2-0, 3-0 doesn't make much difference. And they've had such a good run, 9 unbeaten. Colorado Springs, they don't want to lose it without putting up a real fight. So we've got a couple of bodies down here.
Nazaraka's the one that took down Ibarra.
And is on a yellow.
Some changes here. Carson Locker will come in. Ben Mines will also check in. Ben Mines will come in for Olex Anderson. Anderson was great tonight. In fact, you can make the argument that he was the one that helped set up Blake Pope's goal, taking 2 defenders away from the play to allow number 45 to snap a shot on target and in.
And he played a part in the second goal as well, cutting the ball back into the box. So to your point, he has been useful, and he's not been available through injury until recently. Carl Scott hasn't been. And I think all along, Devin Rensing was saying, wait till we get all the players back, then we'll be really, really good. And true to his word, if this result holds, it'll be a very good one against the top-class Colorado Springs Switchback side. And it will cement their home record, 3 wins, 2 draws, unbeaten at home.
That'll be quite the accomplishment. And of course, get themselves even the regular season matchup. For Las Vegas Lights, they've conceded 15 goals in 9 league matches. They've been breaking their way here tonight with the luck. Take whatever they can get. Pro ball on this free kick. Rodriguez will just let this thing go by. Well, we got a minute. Join the Las Vegas Lights next week at Cashman Field as they take on Tulsa. Get there early to secure your very own 51s throwback jersey. Handful of players that are out for Colorado Springs that open up this match shorthanded, if you will. Stevie Echeverria, Adrian Perez, Isaiah Foster, unable to have an influence. This move, Burner. Zareka trying to insert it at Corey Bennett. No such luck, and then a two-hand shove, and it'll be called every time. Kingy, the guilty party. Our man of the match coming up at the conclusion of this one. Full-time highlights and stats. Pope with the first goal. Minute 45, and then of course second half, John Rodriguez adding to his tally. Zareka out wide. Gonna grab the corner, played it off of his right foot, and lost it. Mistimed. Colorado Springs, after tonight's contest, they'll be at Oakland Roots before they come back home against El Paso Locomotive. So Las Vegas Lights trying to clean up their act here at Cashman Field after today. They get FC Tulsa next week. And then they have a Prince Tires USL Cup match against Oakland Roots. Next 3 matches at home before they go to Alabama against Birmingham Legion. Give and take of a mid-season run.
You have to feel good if you're Las Vegas Lights now. With that man in goals, clean sheet possibly here today and a good win. And for the next 5 being at home, it's a very, very good possibility that they can really shoot up the table now, Las Vegas Lights. And for Colorado Springs, well, they've focused so much on the Open Cup, and what a fantastic run it was, especially the win over Sporting Kansas City. As we see Nate Jones just hobble off there. But they need now to focus very much on the league. They'll be there in the playoffs. I can't see that not happening, but if this loss happens here today, they're just outside that playoff area, and you want to get in there. You want to feel, once you're in the top 8, you start feeling a lot more comfortable about life. So some work for Colorado Springs to do over the next few games.
87th minute. We'll certainly have an ample amount of stoppage time. Question is, can Colorado Springs make it compelling enough to push the limit? Their second half hasn't been as aggressive as the first half was. They haven't had the amount of opportunities that they had in half number 1, despite the changes being made. Al McCann is trying to call up a right number, but so far he's hit snake eyes. More changes here. Benafomu. Pickering also coming in. So Pickering and Ofemu both entering the fray. If Las Vegas holds on to win this match, they'll move up to 9th position in the West with 11 points. And they'll be a full point in front of Colorado Springs. Lexington and Monterey Bay rounding things up. San Antonio is the leader of the West. Oddly enough, they are the leader of the pack with only 5 wins, 5 victories and 5 draws. Long ball with a couple 2-hand shoves, but this will be a goal kick.
It seems both these teams have the same problem. They're very good at home and they struggle on the road. But you can understand why as well. You know, Colorado Springs at altitude, Widener Field, very difficult place to go. And here at Cashman Field, the majority of the year, it's around the upper 90s, even the hundreds when you start getting into July, August. So both of them have home ground advantage, which really helps them a lot. But away from home, if either of them could really improve that, they'd find themselves right near the top of the table.
Well, if there's a club that you don't think will make the playoffs in the West that is in a playoff spot, who would that be? Is that Oakland?
It's a very good question. I don't know the answer to it. Oakland are a decent team. Tulsa are as well. But you're right, somebody has to fall out of the top 8 for Las Vegas or Colorado Springs to get into. Sac Republic are in 8th spot, and I can't see them not making the playoffs. They really are a solid team. Maybe Phoenix Rising?
Maybe. There's a possibility. I can't see New Mexico being at the bottom of the power rankings in the West for a long time. Just too much talent, coaching staff, just too good. Locker got taken out. Well, that's why they play the games, and we'll find out one way or another.
By the way, just to set the record straight with the Switchbacks, they started off struggling away from home. But if you go back over the last few matches, they drew at San Antonio, they drew at Colorado Rapids of the MLS, they beat Phoenix Rising away. So they've actually had some good results on the road. It was before that they lost a couple on their travels.
Yeah, at Orange County and at New Mexico, some contact here. And your center referee without a yellow card yet. It should be coming, and it is.
Patrick Berner there getting the yellow card. Haven't seen much of him tonight. Maybe it's more in frustration. Let's have a look and see what happens here.
Yellow card issued to Colorado Springs, number 97.
As he's falling, his studs go into the rear end of the player on the ground, and that's deemed to be on purpose. Hard to say if it is or not. But interesting enough, speaking to Alan McCann, he reckons that the best player this season for them has been Patrick Berner. Been very quiet by his normally high standards tonight. Hardly mentioned his name.
Yeah. Four minutes of added time. Stoppage time provided to you by Promino. Let me be fair, while we haven't called Berner's name a lot here tonight, in fact, barely, other guys have been in the action. Corey Bennett, of course, has been in the middle of all of it. Creek has played a decent game. He's trying to set things up. Playing this away. Oh, Springs trying to make this thing close. They lose here tonight, they'll be a point behind Las Vegas Lights in the Western Conference in 10th position. Berner trying to elude. Berner almost found his groove, but far side official with the flag up.
Thinking about Colorado Springs, besides their US Open run, they've played twice in the USL Cup, beat Phoenix Rising away 1-0, hammered New Mexico 4-0. So they've been doing really well in their cup run, and they probably feel, oh, it's just marginally offside, they probably feel that they can quite comfortably make the playoffs. They're good enough. They just want to have a good cup run as well. Sometimes you can get caught between the two. You can do very well in the cups and then find that most of your energy goes there and it doesn't go in the league. But it's just, I can't see Colorado Springs not making the playoffs. They're just too good in every way. But they certainly need to focus on it because they're now beginning to drift off that last spot, the 8th position. Just a couple of points. Maybe they've got a game in hand, though.
Players going down inside the 18. In silence for a minute. Breaking moment here, Daroma. Daroma gets it back, the insert, lazy on that ball, taken away by Las Vegas. And Colorado Springs fall tonight. They'll be winless still on the road. Something they'll have to end quickly if they have any hopes of being competitive in the Western Conference. And this will set up a corner for Colorado Springs. First half, they outshot Las Vegas 6-3. Second half, outshooting Las Vegas 9-5. Creek looked away. Berner was there, but he couldn't find that ball. Colin Shetler all the way out. Final stages of this match, and for Las Vegas, they're going to continue to protect home soil. Ball lobbed through, caromed around. Blake Pope with his first goal this season. It occurred late in the first half. Johnny Rodriguez in half number 2, the insurance marker. Berner towards the back post. Adahar will gobble this up, and that should do it. Las Vegas Lights got away with it a couple different times in the first half. They were fortunate, but opportunistic with a couple of chances. And they made the most of it. To their credit, that's what good teams will do. Fight and survive. Out wide and a shot going for a goal. That goes just a little bit wide to the left. An attempt from Pickering. Lane Forbes will come in for Johnny Rodriguez. The acknowledgement here.
He's had a good game, Johnny Rodriguez, as always. Amazing player, but also just slows the game down, uses up a bit of the time. Get Forbes on. It's all but done now. And they've got the clean sheet by the looks of it. That's exactly what Devin Rensing wanted. A win at home and a clean sheet. Happy days at Las Vegas Lights.
And more importantly for them, not 8 point, all 3 points that they gobble up here today and beat a Western Conference rival. We've reached full time here at Cashman Field. Las Vegas Lights record another one here at home, and they win it 2-0.
Good victory, good clean sheet, making Cashman Field a fortress. Tough though for Colorado Springs Switchbacks. They hit the post in the first half. They had 3 or 4 good chances. It was a header that just went wide early on from Brendan Creek. It could have been so different, but it's not. And they're now got to go on, Colorado Springs, to start picking up points elsewhere so they can get back into a playoff position.
Blake Pope, his first goal of the season. And there he is right now, the man of the match, presented by Evil Pie.
Well, he's part of the clean sheet as well as the goal, and that goal turned the match very much in Las Vegas's favor.
Congratulations to him. And also Johnny Rodriguez, he adds to his tally of his 6th goal of the year. Post-game show is coming up next. We reach full time though. Final score presented by EPC Staffing. Las Vegas wins it at home. 2-0 is the outcome.
Everyone is looking for a better future, but knowing how to get there can be difficult. At Rise Credit Union, we invest in our communities and empower our members to realize their potential and take control of their finances. Because with the right financial knowledge, 24/7 access, and genuine care, we believe there are no limits to what you can achieve. Become a part of something bigger than just a bank. Rise, beyond banking.
At Capriati's, we slow roast butterball turkeys overnight, then hand pull them every morning, and carefully slice the most premium beef sold in America, Snake River Farms American Wagyu. We've been doing this for 50 years. We believe real food made with the best ingredients is worth the extra effort. It's why the Bobby was voted America's greatest sandwich, and why we earned a place in the Cheesesteak Hall of Fame. Try any of our award-winning sandwiches today and taste why we're simply the best since 1976. Sign up for Capriati's Rewards and get a free small sub with purchase.
We wrap things up from Cashman Field. Las Vegas Lights capture another victory at home. It's their 3rd of the season, 3-5-2. Colorado Springs goes to 2-3-4 with a 2-0 outcome here tonight. Time for full-time highlights and stats as we put this thing to rest. And Gary, it was a rather interesting match because Colorado Springs had a lot of chances early on.
They did. They had some good chances as well. This one pulled back. Yosuke Hanya gets it, and well stopped by Mason Steiderher in goals. There was a chance even before that where Brendan Creek had a header that just went wide, and then they had a ball simply put through to Fjellberg. He's on the edge of the box. Keeper comes out, and he hits the post. That goes in. Totally different game. Hits the post, comes straight back out to the keeper. And then eventually, Las Vegas, who were under pressure for most of that first half, create an opportunity themselves. Ball gets whipped in. Olex Anderson challenges. Goalkeeper Colin Shuttler makes a brave save, but Blake Pope just rifles that into the back of the net on the half volley. That is a really good finish.
That's filthy from Blake Pope, his first goal of the season. And Las Vegas Lights not done. Pope again over the left-hand side. Olex Anderson This time, he wants to set up his buddy. That's Johnny Rodriguez.
There's the shot, and it's Rodriguez who picks up on the shot. Shot coming in there, and it forces Schottler to have to make a save from Antonoglu, the shot. And he taps it in the back of the net, and that was it. 2-0. They kept the clean sheet.
Mason Stadahar, the for Las Vegas Lights. They have a date next week with FC Tulsa at home, 7:30 Pacific time on the kickoff. And for Colorado Springs, they continue to stay on the road. They'll be at Oakland Roots next week. Kickoff time is at 6 o'clock Pacific on the West Coast. For my broadcast partner, Gary Bailey, I'm David Gascon. Hope you enjoyed this one. Blake Pope, his first goal this season. Johnny Rodriguez, the insurance marker. Vegas wins it 2-0.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.